Question is for the government leader in the Senate. In 2014, former Prime Minister Harper promised to have a monument erected to pay tribute to the commitment and sacrifice of Canadians in helping to rebuild Afghanistan. Following a juried competition, Team Daewoo's design was selected. The jury's decision was later overruled by this federal government. The decision was justified by responses from veterans and the general public to an anonymous online survey. However, the jury had consulted these survey results and had remained firm that Team Daewoo's submission was the best option. This sets a dangerous precedent, as surveys are far from being the most reliable instruments. For example, 35% of respondents were from Ontario, while only 2% were from Saskatchewan. Senator Gold, how does the government justify breaking its own procurement rules?
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question. The National Monument will be a very solemn tribute to more than 40,000 Canadians, whether military, police, civilians who served there. And indeed, as I've mentioned in this chamber before, Veterans Affairs Canada heard from over 10,000 Canadians. The Team Stimson design best reflects, and this is important, the input of veterans, their families, and others who served on the mission. The government has always supported and appreciated the work of the jury members who evaluated the finalist design, but the design that was chosen was the one that the veterans on the mission and their families felt was best represented the bravery, the sacrifices, and tragically the losses of those who served there.
Senator Atul-Jain.
Senator Gold, Afghan women and girls have been stripped of their basic human rights. They live in the shadows and are essentially confined to their homes. Yesterday, I spent the evening with many Afghan refugees, as well as 8 former women parliamentarians. Team Daewoo's proposed remembrance wall with a lace-like stone meant to refer to a view of the world through the motif of a burqa. The jury stated that this design best reflected the sacrifices made by Canadians in Afghanistan, particularly in regard to the education of women and girls in Afghanistan. Senator Gold, women and girls have already been erased from Afghan society. Why are they now being erased from Canadian commemoration?
Senator Gold.
The treatment of women and girls by the Taliban in Afghanistan is reprehensible and it's condemned by all fair-thinking people and indeed by this government. But the fact remains that the decision to go with the design that was chosen was the one that was supported and preferred by the